For Panthers Fans Only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
Have one of those. So that's number one. Number two, no, I coached 2 basketball games Saturday.
Oh, nice, nice. Body bags?
One of them. The other one we lost. But the girls play hard, though, bro. The girls play hard, and I do be on their top on here. So I'm going to give them their credit when it's due. We caught a body bag. We caught a body on Friday. Friday night we caught a body. Saturday, then we lost by 7. So, it happens. That team is from a talent standpoint, that team is way better than us, though. That coach just can't coach, unfortunately for him. Because I think that if me and my dad had the team that he has, I think that we would probably beat us by 50. No cap. So, I don't know.
That don't seem like it's too hard to do this year.
It's not. That's why I say he can't coach. Yeah. But I will say, like I said, I'm gonna give my girls credit because they played their ass off on Saturday, for sure. Friday we went through the motion. Friday, easy dub. We already knew what time it was when we came in there Friday.
So this season for y'all is just about getting better.
Kind of like the Carolina Panthers.
Mirrors, yeah.
But not really, because I think that we'll still compete for a conference title for real, because the growth that I've seen already, and we're only 10 games in maybe. We have like 15, 16, 17 more games. Yeah, we're going to end up clipping somebody that we're not supposed to. And when that happens, then our momentum will carry us where we need to be.
Well, it's good. I'm glad that y'all are getting it together. No more turnovers, no more missed free throws.
That's what killed us on Saturday. We literally, I think it was a 5-point game. Going into halftime, we cut it down to 5. Came back out in the third, I think it was 7. And then maybe 8 or 9, actually, going into the third. Fourth quarter, we turned the ball over 4 times in a row. They score on every possession. We go down 20. So, I mean, well, we ended up, but the reason why I say it's different, it hit different, though, because 3 weeks ago, if we went down 20, we would have lost by 40. We only ended up losing by 7. We cut that whole down to 7 points with like 45 seconds left, and then our starting point guard got injured. And she was done for the game, and then our star player, who averages a double-double, fouled out. Yeah, so.
Hands up, don't break the plane.
Hands up, move your feet, slide your feet, slide your feet.
Well, that's what we told her. Them cheating-ass referees on some bullshit. So then after the game, me and my mom are leaving the game, and I see all 3 of the referees sitting there fucking walking out of the damn locker room with the
money?
fucking guard from the other fucking team. So how I'm not supposed to blink on that? How am I supposed to blink on that?
Maybe they were just telling their good game.
So they fucking fanned out? Is that what you're telling me? So I'm supposed to receive that better. That y'all fanned out.
They ain't a part of your organization? You can't talk to them?
No, I can. Don't worry. I will be contacting Eddie Buffalo for sure. Tell him, if you got referees that are fanned out and can't get the job done in big games, don't have them officiate our games. Simple. It's not that difficult.
I don't understand what was so bad.
They fanned out. That's what's so bad. They fanned out.
So she was doing y'all dirty?
No, she's not. She wasn't. But I guess she's supposed to be. I guess she's supposed to be good. I don't know. Welcome. It ain't about how you start. It's about how you finish.
We should have opened up to that Jello.
You right, twin. Oh, I fucked off.
I was going to tell you that earlier today, but I forgot.
Oh, my God. Actually, you right. I don't even know why my mind even went elsewhere. Hey, what's happening? Yeah. Hey, I want all y'all fuck niggas in division to get y'all shit off now. I don't know why I still see Falcons fans on Twitter chatting. Y'all were pussy. Simple. We walked in y'all shit. Y'all had a playoff berth on the line. Did it end a little early? Yes. Who gives a fuck? Because y'all couldn't get the job done regardless.
And I heard that she want me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, we tatted head to toe, could give a fuck, the story wrote. You wanna tweak it up with me and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blow. Combos about me, these pussy niggas don't know. Tell me what they talking about. I ain't fucking listening. Let your thoughts run your mouth. But ain't touching dividends, nigga. I ain't from the South, but kick it with my Memphis twin, nigga. I can't take a loss. I'm always going for the win. I've been geeked up in this booth. I got my blunt pack for the stars. Nigga, don't be acting. Know that put some hoes on through your body. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Let them in if that shit water. See a nigga acting bothered. Got my green light to red dollar. If you spot me, ho, I'm sorry. I can't take you and get all that. Look like your nigga wants smoke. I do this shit regardless. And I started from the bottom just like you, but I was harder. I came up.
It's quite possible that Bryce Young might be top 10 in this bitch already. Or I'm doing too much. I can't be fanned out. Oh, so you didn't.
My trust in God, I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweak in this bitch. I let shit
dropping at the same time. Jello.
That she want.
Move out the way, Drake.
Me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it. Show me some more.
And bitch, we tatted head to toe and give a
story wrote. You wanna tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blue. Whoa, they having combos.
Welcome.
With my evil twin, all black hoodies, we hit the streets again. He don't like attention, he'll tweak and get the reaping shit. What your ass expect? We drove the whole way in a demon, bitch. He'll pop out, won't think twice and make you Greek to switch. Is you sure you wanna meet that bitch? If I see ill intentions, we'll make sure you get the bleeding quick. All they out there with the whole damn game being some rocket shit. Pull up to the scene, my best advice is to hide your bitch. I can see the lies all on your faces, cause your eyes are twitched.
Welcome to Fort Panthers fans on.
Yeah, he might have him one.
He definitely does. They said Midnight Club, GTA, NFL Street, NBA Street, Volume 2, Volume 2.0. Huh? Whoa. Toss in that bitch there.
And I heard that she won't.
Sure. So you gonna request a song and then not sing? You know how to say, oh. Welcome.
Shout out LeVar, former Panthers tight end.
Shout out LeVar, man. LeVar always had the vision. LeVar always told y'all what it was. 3 for sure. But yeah, man, welcome. Phenomenal way to end the season. I'll say that. I'll start there before going on a 50-minute rant like I typically do. But I'll try my best not to do that today. Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you?
Doing amazing.
You all right?
I'm chilling.
I'm surprised you don't got the jersey on.
It deserved to be on the table today. Because it's going to go on the rafters one day.
Okay.
Canton.
Very possible.
But then if I refute that, then everybody's going to be on me saying
it's
I'm
definitely going to go in the Panthers. What is that?
Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
Oh, is he actually going to get a mural on the wall like Cam did?
Maybe.
If that happens, how will I act?
I don't know. How are you going to act?
Well, the Panthers shared Cam's quote. That's a start. No, we take baby steps.
Yeah, keep pounding in his illiterate ass font. He got
Probably why they don't fuck with him.
He got to cut that shit out.
Can't understand the shit he posted.
You can't read it? Y'all can't read it?
That shit is just why? Just why?
Because it's Boogie, nigga. That's why. And he can do what he wants. One of the greatest quarterbacks to ever grace the football gridiron. That's why.
I guess Dave can do whatever he wants to, and if it includes leaving that bitch off the wall, well, so be it.
Fair enough. We didn't make it to Atlanta today. You can thank him for
I have a comment.
us not making it to Atlanta.
I decided not to go to Atlanta, but that shouldn't stop anyone else from going to Atlanta.
Like I said, I told y'all on Monday that I knew Terrence. I just felt the vibe sitting beside him that he was about to try and back out. Lo and behold, that's what happened.
You want me to tell you the background? Y'all want to hear the background?
Yes, I would love to hear it because I can see if you lie or not.
Well, when we first talked about the Atlanta trip, this is verbatim. Might be some words here or there. Oh, yeah, we going to be in the club section. Might even be in the fucking suites. Like, this is what I was gassed up with. Staying in a condo, potentially. And then you know what the situation was when it came down to go to Atlanta? We're going to get the cheapest seats in the stadium. We might buy a little Best Western hotel in the middle of the city. So shit went from sugar to shit real quick. So, I mean, the trip just wasn't that attractive anymore. And then we're only going for one day. So it's like.
Sold you a pipe dream.
Yeah, literally. Now, was there any cap in that?
No, that's just what I was told.
Okay. So, I mean, the value of the trip kind of went down. And I was just like, it would be rather suited probably at home. And I had an amazing time.
Yeah, you on your military shit. That's what they do. They sell them niggas dreams and then give them some shit. They told shout out to my boy John, just going on deployment. They told him he was gonna be in Dubai.
Oh, did he not? Was he not?
Oh, he is on an island across the sea from Dubai. In a little dirt base. That's like takes 5 minutes to walk across.
Tell your boy he better get ready.
Container.
Is he gonna be ready? Because we're about to go to war.
Oh,
so
he better be. Because I looked at that map. Iraq and Iran, right there. Qatar, right under him. I said, "Oh, you right in
God,
the right in the middle of
they
that
sent John
shit.
on a dummy mission, ain't it?
Literally. And how long he there for? A year?
10 months. Shout out to you, bro. Good luck.
Okay, bro will be in there soon. He's coming to straighten that shit out. Don't even. Everybody just relax. Just make it through the next 15, 16, 17 days. Everything will be back to fucking normal. Or I can't say that. They gonna be on my ass about that.
Yeah, we just lost about 15,
Yep.
20 followers. Bye.
It's okay. It'll be all right. We don't talk politics up here, so.
I'm going to miss y'all.
Uh,
Shout out to y'all for making my clip viral, too. I just want to go ahead and set the record straight because I tried to get called. One of the hosts here on For Panthers Fans Only tried to call me out saying I didn't have a viral moment. And somehow when we did our season recap, our most viral clip of the year, well, it was mine. So let's just go ahead and set the record straight on that. Thank you for that, trying to spew your lies and bullshit. But we've kind of come to a consensus here on the team that JJ likes to lie a lot.
Yes.
At least 3 times a day. So it happens. We forgive him.
I've been rubbed off on by yours truly.
I don't see how that's the case when I be telling the truth. And then I get accused of lying by the liar.
I lie worse than him.
No, that nigga's a liar.
All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Damn near pathological.
Yeah, that shit is sad, bro.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I had to make sure that I wasn't starting the year off
Here we go.
on the wrong foot. So I just needed to clear that up just very, very briefly. What am I thinking? Where are we going? Shout out to Dunk. Shout out.
My fault, Dunk.
What you were pointing at? Oh, Bryce. Shout out to Dunk, man. I mean, if you don't know the news, Dunk signed a contract with Bleacher Report. Shout out to him. I won't even take up much time just because we had a conversation today. But super proud of him. Happy for him. Told him keep paving the way for content creators, specifically in the Carolina Panthers space. That's fucking huge. No matter how you want to look at it, that's fucking major. Dunk, definitely a friend of the show. Phenomenal guy. Told him I felt like nobody in the space deserved it more than him, and I actually mean that shit. So huge shout out to Dunk for the Bleacher Report deal. And yeah, keep cooking. Shout out to him.
Keep pounding.
I mean, that's what you wanted to come in with. That's what you wanted to come in with.
I mean, it was fitting, you know. He got the contract with Bleacher Report. He a Panthers content creator. Keep pounding. or y'all just don't stand by that shit anymore.
I don't know.
Sweet kid.
Yeah. I'm ready to
that shit
change
gotta
everything.
die.
Yeah, I'm ready to change everything. Keep pounding, cool. I can't be disrespectful, but Sweet Caroline, yeah, that's gotta go. We gotta wrap that up. Put that in the backwood. How are y'all feeling today? Welcome. Did I introduce the show yet?
No.
Welcome to For Panthers Fans Only. If you don't already, make sure to follow us on social media at For Panthers Fans Only. Instagram, TikTok. On X, you can find us at FPFO _podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. If you're not familiar with our YouTube channel, you can find us at the G2S Network. You can also tap in with us on all streaming platforms, all DSPs, at FPFO_podcast or at For Panthers Fans Only, whichever one you prefer. We're going to come up. You can search us on Google. You can search us on ChatGPT. At this point, it's kind of like Thanos, inevitable. So, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. And
You
yeah,
start
thank
doing
y'all.
too much, bro.
Wow, what did I say that was wrong? Did I lie? Shout out to Miles Sanders, too, man. Shout out to Booby. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways,
Yeah,
how are y'all doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you for your services, Miles Sanders.
Yeah,
That's all I'll say. You went out the way that you really only could on a high note because your career with the Carolina Panthers was very, very subpar. Me personally, I actually was very confused on why I saw a clip from Vashti with you popping shit saying you needed the goddamn ball or you needed to be on the goddamn field, whichever one. I was very confused, but shout out to you. I do have your jersey on. I'm sure this is probably the last time I'll have the opportunity to wear it, so I said, I'll go ahead and wear it tonight. I don't believe Miles Sanders will be back. Shout out to Booby, though. Shout out to the gang. Wish you the best of luck. But it's over with, and we appreciate your services. And you did what you needed to do for us to get the win on Sunday. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. At the very least, Panthers fans can be left with a sweet taste in their mouth, pause, of what you had to offer because it was.
Been on that shit today.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. But yeah, so I wanted to say that too because I don't understand where niggas get all. It's very confusing to me. And I'm not going on a rant because I want to know how y'all
are you
feeling.
really going to gas him up for riding Bryce's coattail? Miles, shout out to you. Game-winning touchdown, cool. Bryce carried you. Terrence, how are you doing?
I mean,
No, beat it. Beat it out of
I'm
Carolina.
not going to say he carried.
He's
Actually,
already taken up too much time.
I mean, he had 2 touchdowns.
He's gone.
Yeah, I know, but he had 2 touchdowns.
his
He had
career.
over 110 yards all-purpose.
He damn near matched his career Panthers total last game.
Well, shout out to him. It mattered. Well, the game really didn't matter, but he contributed.
He had no choice. You got to put on good film to go find your next team because
Very
it's
true.
over. We know it's over. Appreciate your services. Shout out to you. I might see you in the hookah lounge in Charlotte. Who knows?
That's crazy. We did see that nigga in the hookah lounge here.
And that's how you should have
day
known he
before
wasn't
a
serious.
game.
That's how you know niggas not serious.
The day before a game, the day we play against the Dallas Cowboys. we
And it
seen
was
him, bro, in
fucking
the hookah
12
lounge.
o'clock at night. And he's sitting. How you doing, Terrence?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Just happy to be here. Great day at work. Starting off to a great week.
You had a good weekend?
Had a great weekend. Ate some steak again. So, I mean, that was phenomenal.
You did. That is 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
That's crazy.
Insane. But I'm doing great.
What's so fucking crazy about the dude eating steak?
He hadn't eaten steak for like 6 years.
Yeah.
You remember he was on that chicken and fish forever.
I mean,
Just because you eat the shit every day don't rain on my parade.
like, nigga, I'm trying to figure out, do you want a fucking hand job for eating a piece of meat or like what? I'm confused as hell. Well, shit, that's why I'm sitting here listening. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
I mean, I wasn't asking you. I was just saying, you asked how my weekend was. It was phenomenal. Ate steak.
well, welcome back to eating meat. Pause.
I ate chicken and
Just
fish.
going
So.
downhill.
Well, eating cow? Is that a better way to say it?
Beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Welcome back. I'm very proud of you. How are you doing? Or were you finished?
I'm done.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell us that you ate this weekend?
No.
Okay. All right, cool. Happy New Year to everybody, too, by the way. I don't think we recorded in the new year. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. We still on the same bullshit, as y'all can see. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Had a good weekend. Nice and relaxing. Went to the gym a little bit. My partner was supposed to go with me. Did not. Bailed on me.
He was too
What,
busy eating
twice?
steak.
What day was that?
Saturday and Sunday. Bailed on me twice.
One of them
But,
days he was faded as hell.
Probably yesterday. Because he came out and grabbed like four lights before I went to the damn gym. I ain't even asked him yesterday. I was like, yeah, he gone.
I had a lot to do yesterday.
But Yeah, it was good weekend.
So
Relaxing.
is that why you bailed on us?
On what?
On us going to Atlanta?
No.
Okay.
My weekend was planned out when the weekend got here. I planned out my weekend.
And then terrible dream last night, though. We'll let y'all in on this. Boy, oh, my God. I had a dream. I was at work arguing with clients. I said, I got to get out of there. I can't even sleep in peace no more. I said, these motherfuckers that infiltrated my dream. They got to go. I got to find something new. Moving up, I got to move up to a new position and stop dealing with these ones that I'm dealing with now because, Lord have mercy. But I think it was my subconscious saving me because it was everything that I ever wanted to say on a call, but I can't.
That's exactly what it was.
It just let it all out.
That's exactly what it was. Well, I'm glad you still have your job, buddy. I'm glad that it was just a dream. How was Squid Game?
I didn't even get through.
This nigga text me randomly, bro, at 2 a.m. talking about Squid Game better be good. Like, this nigga is threatening me like I created the fucking show. Like, nigga, I said it was halfway decent to me. I didn't tell you to run and go watch it, but did you enjoy it?
I only made it through, like, 25 minutes of the first episode.
So you haven't even gotten to red light, green light?
I seen the part where he fucked off his money. They beat his ass in the bathroom, and then
He was playing Dachi. Got to that part where there was the little.
Oh, you're like on.
Yeah.
You're on. He's on season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit! I
got
right
way behind.
I got right to the part where he was sitting on the bench with the dude about to play the game. I started fading out, so I just turned it off.
Oh yeah, you ain't even gotten into it yet. You
Nah,
about
he
to see? Yeah, you about to see.
He hasn't. I had a dream. Now that was my dream last night about Squid Game. I had a dream that I was stuck in Squid Game,
Oh shit.
but we had straps. So
Oh that. Well, they got straps.
yeah, I know.
They got straps.
I know. It was crazy actually. It was a wild dream. So it's funny that you say that.
You
Get dropped off.
I don't remember because I don't
that
think
mean
that I
you
did.
did.
No, I don't think that I did because I woke up. Like I woke up because my alarm. So yeah, I don't. The story is TBD. Maybe we'll pick back up where we left off tonight. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, I started season 2 of Squid Game, so I'm fucking with it so far. They just finished playing red light, green light. They're playing the new game now, where they got the rainbows on the ground and they tied up 5 people relay race.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
fire.
I'm in that.
Fire.
I'm in that episode now. So
You're gonna, like I told you like 2 episodes ago. You're gonna be disappointed just because the games
middle
don't
of the
end.
season.
Yeah. So, but it's fire up to that point.
By the time I finish, a new season should be out, or part 2.
No, it's only like 14 episodes total. It's like 7 episodes in season 2. Yeah, so you'll be done way before then. A show you will like a lot on Apple TV, Dark Matter.
what's it about?
Just go watch it. Yeah,
And
I think you'll love it because I loved it, and I know like you're just into that like sci-fi weird shit a little bit. So
I was just about to suggest one too. Arcane on Netflix. Oh my god.
What is it?
Arcane on Netflix. I saw that it had been nominated for a few awards and everything. I was like, I'll check it out. It's got that animation drawing, like Spider-Verse drawing. And I was like, I'm going to check it out, see what it is. Didn't know what I was signing myself up for.
like that.
That shit is amazing. One of the best stories. With the soundtrack is amazing. Like, it's songs that I didn't realize came from this show. Yeah, like, it was fire, bro. That shit is really good. And
Man,
bodies.
check it out.
Bodies.
I'm gonna have to check
Bodies.
it like that.
Yes. That shit is great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. Okay, well, let's talk Panthers football, I guess. How are you feeling? I mean, you've had this smile on your face since I walked in the building. Are you good?
Well, I mean, are you? It's based on the comments you were making before we started recording. So
Yeah. My shit was leaking a little bit when I watched the performance. I mean, what more would you like? What more would you
I don't want you to say any more on that with that kind of context.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll start by saying absolutely phenomenal performance from Bryce Young from the offense. First quarterback in Carolina Panthers history with 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing. He should have ended the game with 6 touchdowns. Because if y'all remember I think it was 2nd and 6 or something like that. On the goal line, Jalen Coker got stopped, but he did a freaky little, called it Mahomes or whatever. No, I just think it was phenomenal play. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I can't stand that shit, bro. Like, don't start comparing my quarterback to other niggas. Or I can't say that.
Like, I mean, what's wrong with them drawing that comparison?
Cause don't do that, bro. Let's just say he made a phenomenal play. Okay, everybody wanted to shit on him, including myself. So when he does some good shit, don't say, "Oh, he's Mahomes," or "Oh, he pulled a Mahomes." No, nigga, he pulled a
Romo, as some would say.
Huh?
Or a Romo, as some would say.
Yeah, some people that are a little mentally disabled.
We're the same numbers, same size. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, same
My
size.
shit just fucked off, bro.
What? Your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, you remember I said that last week and everybody was on my top?
About what?
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Is it going in and out? Because my shit
just
did
cut.
that last week too.
No,
Yeah.
it just cut out and then it's back though.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we're back.
Yeah.
Start paying for our services, y'all. We need some new equipment.
Yeah, we do. Super thanks. Super thanks. Super chats, etc. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, phenomenal way to end the season. Offense looked spectacular. 44 points. Weren't really any empty drives. I think there was only one drive that pissed me off. And that was the drive before halftime, just because I felt like we got conservative. I think we threw the ball 3 times in a row, like no time ran off the clock. Atlanta gets the ball back, they go score. That pissed me off because, like, let's not go away from what we're doing. I need niggas to make plays, playmakers to make plays. They didn't do that for Bryce Young. There was one bad throw, I think, in that sequence. The other 2 catchable. We just don't make plays. Pissed me off. But other than that, phenomenal job. What else? Defense, pathetic. We're going to have a conversation very, very shortly. I know my co-host and my producer are dying for this topic, and I'm literally giving them my ISO because I damn near don't even want to touch it yet, but I'm going to let them get their stuff off. Defense looked absolutely pathetic. No JC Horn again. Honestly, we don't even need to spend much time on defense today at all, with the exception of our topic, our defensive coordinator coming back. Round of applause for Ejiro Evero. Y'all don't want to give him a round of applause, I see. Okay.
He's dog shit, bro.
We'll wait. We'll wait. But yeah, best performance of Bryce Young's young career. As y'all heard, I'm sure after the game from Dave Canales, the following day on Monday from Dan Morgan, we have found our franchise quarterback. It is official. There's no other discussion to be had. I think that y'all two have been on that train for a while. I think that I don't even remember what I said last week, but I believe that I was teetering on the side of like, yeah, like there's no other real questions to be had. Let's proceed with him. Sunday solidified that for me. Just an outstanding performance, playing with that swag that I love to see from the quarterback position. I think when you have a quarterback that's that locked in and playing with that swagger, playing with that amount of fun in the game, I think that is contagious. And I believe that was very, very obvious once we ended up getting the job done. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say kind of as a brief overview. We'll dive into some other pieces a little bit later on. But shout out to the Carolina Panthers. I'm ecstatic that we ended the season the way we did. A lot of people like comparing us to the Detroit Lions before they popped, but they were teetering. I think that comparison fits this situation currently. I really, really do. I think the Carolina Panthers are a long way away from where we want to be. However, I believe that a couple more playmakers on either side of the football changes this team drastically. And with Dave Canales at the helm, with Bryce Young playing the way he has over the last month and a half, the NFC South as well as the NFC as a whole, y'all have y'all's hands full. Y'all have y'all's hands full. I'm just going to go ahead and say that on record now. I'm starting 2025 off. Everybody likes to say how I get delusional and do this and that. I'm already starting us off right now, right this second, at 10 wins for 25-26. Simple as that. Already at 10 wins. I've seen the schedule. I know the opponents. Whatever you want to say, I'm telling y'all right now, 10 wins minimum already. Go ahead.
Honestly, yeah, it was a great game. I was honestly just happy to see our offense be able to hang with another high-powered offense, as I would consider Atlanta. I think they have a lot of weapons. Bijan, Drake London. I think Michael Penix is going to be a really good quarterback in this league. And Tyler Algier, he's a stud. So I was happy to see, like, even though our defense was bullshit, like, our offense was able to, keep us in the game and win the game. Like you said, it was really no empty possessions. And I think Bryce had his best game as a pro by far. 5 touchdowns, like, that's just something that a lot of quarterbacks can't do, even, no matter how long they've been in the league. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks doing that. And so I think that Bryce has turned a crazy corner since his rookie year, but even since the beginning of the year. I was talking to somebody about it at work, and they was like, bro, I really can't put my hand on it of, like, what changed or, like, what switch, like, flipped. And it's kind of, like, insane because it was like – because I was saying, like, I didn't think 3 games would be enough for him to turn it around as quickly as he did. But for some reason, that shit happened, and I think that he's looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Can I give a quick opinion on that real fast? And I'll come right back to you. I think it just hits different when you are able to actually sit on the sideline and see the professional game played at a professional level. It's just different. He never had that opportunity. In 2023, he was dealt shit, bullshit offensive line, bullshit weapons around him, bullshit coaching staff, and was told, here, go be the number 1 overall pick. Go be the Heisman Trophy Bryce Young that we've seen. We know it's not college anymore. It's professionals. It's niggas that's actually trying to feed their families. But we don't care. Go get the job done. And that's what we saw his rookie season, and that's what we saw these first 2 games. I think it hits different when you go from being the peak of the NFL, I guess you could say, with being the number 1 overall pick, all the way down to the dumps with you getting pulled for Andy Dalton and you having the opportunity to sit back for 3, 4, 5 games and see a veteran quarterback operate, as well as still getting your reps and doing this and that. So I think that shit, honestly, he caught on faster than a lot of other people would have, to be honest, because I don't know if 3 or 4 games would have been enough for a lot of people that aren't Bryce Young. And that's not to, gas him up or anything like that, but I just don't know if it would have hit the same. So I think that's really why he was able to turn the corner that fast, was because that was his first opportunity really just to sit back with pressure no longer on him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the pressure was completely off of him because niggas was even talking about moving him. At that point, I have no more pressure on me. If I'm not, if I'm not required to do anything else within this organization and there's no expectation on me from the city, from the fan base, from the coaching staff, the front office, etc., then cool, so be it. Fuck it. I'm going to just sit back, chill. I'm going to get my mental reps. I'm going to learn what I can from a veteran quarterback like Andy Dalton, who's been in the league 15-plus years or whatever the case may be. Rookie head coach, continue to learn from him, the quarterback whisperer, and I'm going to just take it and run with it. And I think once he got his opportunity, it was up.
Yeah, and I think the Vegas game probably honestly really put a bad taste in his mouth, just to see what Andy Dalton was doing in the Vegas game, to see the fans, like, travel and chant Andy Dalton's name at the end of the game like he just damn near won a Super Bowl.
Facts.
And so Bryce had to sit there, dap his teammates up going into the tunnel. So I'm sure that shit probably put a bad taste in his mouth, and just seeing, like, how the team was rallying behind Andy, kind of like it felt like they found, like, the QB1 at that point in time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that probably did something to him mentally. But overall, just a great game from the offense. And like you said, this team is going to do nothing but get better, because I think you're still going to add an additional weapon on the offensive side, specifically at receiver, which I hope we do. Chuba didn't play. Robert Hunt didn't play. So Jatavion Sanders isn't going to do anything but get better.
Yep.
So, I mean, Jalen Coker, he's going to have another year under his belt. Hopefully XL can come along. So, I mean, the team is going to do nothing but get better. So, I think that if we can compete like that on a week-in, week-out basis, I think that we will really be a tough team to beat. The defense is shit, but, I mean,
I think it's fixable.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's fixable.
It definitely is fixable when you get a Derek Brown back, Josie Jewell, when you get him back. Not sure what's going to happen with Shaq.
I think Shaq is clipped. Were you able to catch Dan Morgan's press conference from Monday? I think Shaq is clipped.
Well, if he's clipped, then you go replace him at linebacker. You get somebody out the draft. So I think that the defense will look a little better next year than it has been. So, but I think if the offense can, compete at that level, then, the defense doesn't have to be some kind of crazy top-notch defense. Like, they just have to be serviceable. And right now, this defense isn't really serviceable, as we can see. And so
the most points ever.
Yeah,
allowed.
I mean, just fucking embarrassing, actually. Not nowhere near serviceable. Just fucking embarrassing. So, I mean, I think that if you can get a defense to be competent and the offense can continue to build, those players can continue to get better, then I think it will be a tough team to beat next year. I don't know about 10 wins, but I like the direction that we're going.
I love it. Did you have something? I saw you had picked up your mic earlier when he was saying he didn't really know what happened with Bryce Young or something like that. It seemed like you had something to add.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys already hit it, though. Just sitting down and watching behind a vet really made a difference. But also, even more so than that, I think it's Dave Canales. I think Dave Canales and Bryce are starting to mesh, like, as play caller and player. And I think Bryce is starting to understands Canales' system, and I think Canales is starting to understand what Bryce is comfortable with and how he likes to play the game, and they're starting to see that game through one another's eyes, and I think that's been the biggest difference. There was definitely a disconnect at the start of the season. Bryce wasn't Canales' guy. That's something that everybody has to remember. Canales accepted this job, taking on the challenge of trying to fix Bryce, and he didn't really know at first. Initially, it didn't seem like he knew what Bryce was good at, what he was comfortable with, and then Bryce also simultaneously had that sped-up clock in his head, being behind the worst offensive line in the league, which – lo and behold, C.J. Stroud is behind one of the worst offensive lines in the league now, and everybody thinks that he's not as good as he was. So it's just interesting to see what happens when you don't give a quarterback time and how bad that they look. So, I think you give him some time, you give him a coordinator who actually understands him and is calling plays in his favor, and then you get this result of looking like one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. And on the last 2 weeks, he's arguably looked like the top 5 quarterback in the NFL. The last 2 weeks. Let me go ahead. The last 2 weeks, he's looking like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Don't fucking take that and run with it.
I mean, you're right. he looked like I wouldn't even say top 5. Who performed better than him on Sunday? I mean, nobody.
It's a very valid point.
Bo Nix had a great game, but I don't know if it was to the caliber.
Yeah, but Bo Nix was also playing against niggas like me, you. And potentially Tavian. With all due respect, like, he was playing against nobody, and he was playing against a team that was in fear of the Cincinnati Bengals winning or getting in. So it was damn near a guarantee that, yeah, we're not playing hard today. And so when y'all touch the football 4 times in a row, y'all were going to score 4 touchdowns, and Bo Nix's first incompletion isn't going to come until, a minute and a half left in the second quarter. So, yeah, that shit hit different for sure when, you kind of fear Joe Burrow a little bit. And we have the opportunity to keep Joe Burrow out. That wasn't the case with Bryce Young, in my opinion. You have a team that is trying to get in the playoffs.
And that's definitely
playing
what makes
their
it
ass off.
Very impressive, too.
Yes, 1,000%.
But I will say, the Falcons also have one on their hands, too, because that motherfucker can spin it, boy.
Yeah, I think he's going to be really nice,
that
bro.
That bitch can spin it.
He had some good throws, but he also missed a couple of throws, and I'm not really – that was the first full game that I watched him play. I'm personally not tweaking out yet.
I'm not tweaking.
He was playing against Bartholomew, Damani Richardson. I think Xavier Woods ended up getting hurt right at one point or another in the game. Like, so let's just relax and slow down.
I watched him the past 2 weeks. Like, he had a solid game against Washington too, and like
he fucked off with the game on the line.
Did he?
Yeah, he missed a fucking overthrow, the throw across the middle.
Yeah, but it's the same
game.
Yeah, it's the same situation. Cool. Like, he's only played 2 full games, so
yeah.
I don't think anybody's overreacting. But I'm just saying that I think that he will be a good quarterback in this league.
I just know when I watch him throw the ball, I can damn near hear the whistle through the TV. That bitch has a rifle. He got a rifle.
Fair enough. But yeah, I would agree with your sentiment as well. Like, I personally don't think there was any quarterback on Sunday that played better than Bryce Young. Like, I watched a good amount of the games. Like you said, Bo Nix would be the only one statistically that would even, like, remotely come close, in my opinion. And even that, like, the situation is just so different that I can't give it to Bo Nix. I can't give it to Bo Nix because I know that Kansas City literally said, here you go, and allow him to do what he wanted to do.
Well, Kyler also had a kind of similar day, too. Kyler Murray, he threw for 4.
Who did they play?
49ers. So, yeah. But I'm just saying there were some quarterbacks who had some good performances, but Bryce definitely is
so
that dude.
We'll say top 2.
Bryce is that dude. And so can we anoint you? Are you a stan now? Are you a Bryce stan? Are you Bryce sexual?
No. I'm not going that far. I think he's a great quarterback. I think that the feeling going into this offseason for me personally hits a lot different than last year. Last year, if he would have dropped off, I personally don't know if I would have batted an eyelash, to be quite frank. But this year, I think we're in good hands. I think we might actually start to see a little bit of more like fair criticism coming from you. There's been fair criticism coming from me.
Yeah.
There's been fair criticism coming from me the whole season. Y'all want to paint this narrative because y'all still have the taste of last year in y'all's mouth, and that's cool. But I'm just telling you, there's been fair criticism from me the whole season. When he looked like dog shit the first 2 weeks, I said that he looked like dog shit. But y'all also failing to realize over the summer, I told y'all that nigga could potentially be a top 10 to 15 quarterback in the NFL.
I'm gonna just let
y'all don't acknowledge that because we want to go with this narrative, and that's cool. But I've been fair to Bryce Young the whole season. I'm not even going
to touch it because I'm going to just let Omar and Bloody and QJ and all them chew
you up. Everybody that watches, yes, you're absolutely right. Everybody that watches on a consistent basis will tell you in the comments that I've been extremely fair with my criticism of Bryce Young. I have. Y'all get mad starting week
3 weeks ago.
No, starting in the summer, in July. In July, when I was at training camp telling niggas he was doing what he was doing.
So
then
when
I
you were
went to the
reporting
fucking
what you saw
call
Move the Chains, you're taking that and now translating it to what you said about Bryce Young on 4 Panthers fans only.
Yes.
And the absolute slaughter.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And slander that you throw on his name.
Well, I'm sorry, bro. When you throw for 82 yards and you play 60 minutes of football, you're going to get fucking shit on. I don't give a fuck if you're Troy Aikman, Joe Montana, Tom Brady. If they rolled a fucking performance out of 82 total yards in a fucking 60-minute game and only put up 3 points, they're getting pissed on.
There was a point in time when if Bryce Young was outside just dangling from a tree, you would have been in the crowd with your pointy white hat on, yelling at him.
You think so?
I know so for a fact.
I don't believe so. I think I've been extremely fair in my criticism of Bryce Young. Y'all got mad a couple of weeks ago because I said the pick changed the dynamic of the game with Philly. That's what y'all got in y'all feelings about the last time I was being any amount of critical. Y'all got emotional about that. Like I said, y'all choose to handle him with kid gloves, and I understand and I respect that if that's y'all prerogative. But that's just not mine. I can't handle him with kid gloves because he's the franchise quarterback. So any pushback, any amount of JJ raising the decibels of his voice a little bit is like, oh, he's going in, he's hating, he's doing this and that. When that has not been the case at all this whole season. It hasn't. I told niggas that I thought he was done after week 2. What's the big deal in that? Everybody thought he was done after week 2. There was fucking 70% of the fan base that fucking said that Bryce Young was clipped, and there was 30% that said he still has a shot. I just so happen to be in that 70%, and I just so happen to be
leading the charge.
and I just so happen to have a fucking podcast. Yeah. Like, that's the only difference.
You happen to be in
that's
the 70%.
The only difference.
You happen to be the front man for the Bryce Young is ass club. You happen to be the front man for this midget bitch doesn't need to be.
No. I never happen to be the front man. That never came out of my mouth.
Brother.
That never came out of my mouth.
You just happen to be the front man for all the Bryce Young slander. But, I'm happy that we made it through this season. Because what I say, at the start of the year, this season was all about progress. We have progressed to a point where you are now saying you're comfortable with him moving into the offseason as your quarterback, and also that he's performed as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah, it's progress.
Cool. I mean, yeah, sure. That's progress. I've been very, 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 very fair with my critical.
Be working.
With my criticism, I've been extremely fair
but
throughout the whole offseason.
And I love that, and I'm so happy that Bryce is moving on to the offseason and he's in your good graces and everything. But you know who's not in my good graces?
Who's that?
Evero. That motherfucker needs to go. There's no way on God's green earth you could have the worst defense in NFL history. And then as a head coach, Canales, I love you. You've been great. I really like what you're doing. But you can't stand up there and look me dead in my face and say, yeah, he's coming back and mean it.
I'm going to go
There's
through the stats.
no fucking way.
Hold on. Give
There's
me
no
1
fucking
second.
way.
I'm going to go through the stats very, very quick, and we'll come right back to it. I promise. I promise we'll come right back to it. Because I have an opinion on that as well.
Why don't we get into it and then go into the stats? Because I just can't for the life of me figure out how he
This is
keeps
gonna
his
be
fucking
fun.
job.
This is gonna be
How
fun.
does he keep his job? Can somebody
gonna
explain
be
it?
fun.
Am I missing something?
Yeah,
I know
no,
I didn't
yes,
play
you are.
football.
I can tell you.
I know
why.
I didn't play football, but am I missing something here? Because I've watched enough of it. I know a bad defense when I see one.
This
I
is
know
gonna be-
I know a poorly coached team when I see one.
This is going to be fun. I can tell you why. I already know the answer. It's going to be an answer that you and Terrence despise. And
Do
probably
you agree
are-
with the answer?
No.
I swear to God,
not particularly.
Are you going to say something about the injuries?
I'm going to say something about the injuries, but I'm going to say something a lot more than that. But that definitely plays a part. That definitely plays a part. I will say that on, what is today, the 6th? January 6th, 2025, Ejiro Evero is the luckiest black coach in NFL history, because there's no world in which you allow the most points scored in NFL history and still keep your job, right? So that is the initial statement. He makes it. He survives. Dave Canales comes out and says, yes, he will be the defensive coordinator heading into next season.
But do we know, like, because this is what I was thinking about, like, do we think that is fairly accurate, though? And the reason that I asked that is because Dave Canales has also stood up there and told us that Bryce Young was our starting quarterback and proceeded to bench him the next week. Now, I know it's kind of
It's different. It's different.
Like I said, let me finish. Like,
Okay.
it's a little bit of different situations, but also it's like we've only heard from Dave Canales on this, right? Has
No.
David Tepper came out and said that?
No, David Tepper, I don't believe, and Dunk brought this point up to me earlier, and Sheena then followed it like 35 minutes later. If Dave Tepper was still as involved as he was over the past 3 or 4 seasons, Ejiro Evero would have been fired probably week 12 or 13, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dave Tepper has not come out and said anything, but Dave Canales has, and Dan Morgan did as well.
Well,
So to me, it's facts.
And
He'll be back next year.
to me, I just don't know if I'm fully bought into that yet. Like, because I just think that there's no way that you just see the numbers, and I'm under the belief that you can have a full second string defense and still don't look that fucking pedestrian, because it was a lot of things that was like just communication issues, just players not knowing where they need to be at the right time. Like, a lot of that you could just tell it was coaching. Now, as far as fucking missed tackles, guys just can't tackle, that falls into coaching as well, because what are you working on in practice? But at the same time, it's just like some guys you just look at and be like, he just don't got it. And I can agree with that. And there was a lot of that
Right.
going on. But at the same time, if I'm going to see guys on there that just don't got it, like, I can look at a play and tell, like, okay, this guy is clearly better than him. But I don't need to look at the film and be like, okay, he couldn't make this play because he had no idea where the fuck he was supposed to be. So there's
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, it
so-
goes back to the whole conversation that we've been having the whole time. That shit hit, like, you don't have talent. You have just guys, bro. You have just guys.
I feel like you keep switching your stance up because, like,
last week,
You don't
yes.
stand on business.
yeah,
Because now it's an overview, right? So when you're in the fucking moment and you're emotional about the situation, then yeah, cool. But when my GM goes on, and this is part of the reason why my stance have changed, when my GM goes in the fucking presser, his postseason presser, and says, I didn't do my best job with putting guys on the field for EJ to do his best job, then I have to say, okay, cool. So maybe I wasn't tripping. We're rolling out, with all due respect, Mike Jackson, and I pray that Mike Jackson comes back, because I'm a Mike Jackson fan. I've been vocal about that. Right? We're rolling out Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn on the outside.
what you thought
Okay.
was a good cornerback room.
It's a solid start, and the problem is the shit ends there, because then you go fucking Dane Jackson, And then you go Jordan Fuller, who's fucking ass, respectfully, not attacking you personally.
Can I stop you right here?
Sure.
Just because
Sure.
I just want everybody to think back to that time where JJ was like, yeah, there's going to be no changes made to this cornerback room. We look very, very good. And then probably a day later, like 5 of them bitches proceeded to get clipped. So, I mean, but go ahead and continue.
Well, I'm just, long story short, I will say EJ is very, very blessed. He's very blessed because if you look at the numbers and you look at the situation and you look at this and that, yes, he should be gone. Like I said,
EJ has
I'm just giving
horseshoe up his ass, and the way they kept him around, probably something else. Probably something else, because there's no way on God's green earth that you there's no way on God's green earth that you can do this, bro. There's no way. Like
there is a way.
It's the worst defense in NFL history.
There's a way.
I don't care.
There's a way.
You can make up all the reasons and excuses. Cool. Bro, you shouldn't have a job. Quite frankly, you failed at every level of doing your job. Even if you didn't have the talent, your job was to coach up those guys.
You realize
and those guys were completely fucking
y'all realize
lost.
that this nigga has been in like top 12, 13 defensive coordinator every year he's been a defensive coordinator. Y'all realize that, right? Because it seems like a lot of people are forgetting
and
that.
Now you can add to the resume.
What?
Also, the defensive coordinator of the worst defense in NFL history.
Yeah, and we're
worst
rolling
in
out
NFL history.
We're rolling out bullshit, bro.
Worst in
we're rolling
NFL
out bullshit
history.
talent. We're
Not
rolling
just
out
this
bullshit
year,
talent.
Not last year, not the year before, not this decade, not this century. The history of the entire NFL.
We're rolling out bullshit talent.
He is the head.
You don't go
of
all
that
in.
defense.
You don't go all in to bring Frankie Louvu back. You don't go all in to go
They
get
paid
Patrick
him
Mahomes.
more. They paid
No,
him more.
no, I don't
You
give a
gave him-
fuck about you paying him more because unfortunately, y'all are doing all of that and that shit is cool and it's cute. Unfortunately, when you're a 3-win team, you have to do a little bit more. I.e., you have to overpay a Damian Lewis. Now I'll stop because Damian Lewis has played phenomenal this year. But what the Carolina Panthers gave Damian Lewis was not his market value. They had to pay way over market value, right? So we're hyper-focused, the 2024 offseason, we're hyper-focused on we have to make this offensive line better. We have to make this offense better. So we proceed to draft XL, Jonathan Brooks. We proceed to go spend $150 million in interior linemen. We proceed to bring in undrafted free agent in Jalen Coker. We proceed to bring in fucking David Moore, etc. So everything was hyper-focused on the offensive side of the football with no attention to detail defensively at all. So then when you have the opportunity or when something happens where your starting middle linebacker and your starting defensive tackle are both done for the end of the year, your defense looks extremely pedestrian because there's no depth because you didn't do what was necessary to go get playmakers on the defensive side of the football.
And that's great. And you're trying to sell some shit right now, right? Because what does any of that have to do with the fact that when you have leads in games, you change up your fucking play calling? As a coach, you change up your fucking play calling and you play a pussy-ass defense and then you give up the fucking lead. And you do it multiple times.
I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's accurate.
How many times? We came on here legitimately for a stretch of like 4 fucking weeks, and we slandered the play calling of the defense for going soft and conservative in the fourth quarter, or when the team had.
They were doing that.
Am I imagining shit?
They were doing that. They were doing that the whole game. The nigga plays 8-9 yards off the whole game, because that's just his philosophy. So there was no changes.
Right now.
There was no changes. There was no changes. It's just niggas don't have the ability to make plays.
Cool. Because there was definitely a change. There was a legitimate change. Watching the film, you can see there was a legitimate change in the way that they played defense when they had the lead versus when they didn't. And we slandered him, and we dragged his name through the fucking mud for weeks because of that.
And I also just don't know. Like, I think obviously Derrick Brown and Shaq Thompson would have made a difference, but I don't know if two players change, just those two players change the trajectory of what this defense, the bullshit that they put on this field.
I think they do.
They take you from being the most scored to maybe like the 5th most scored.
I don't think that it changes it by that much, bro.
I think it changes it significantly.
No, bro. That's not going to put you in a top 15 defense. It's just not, bro. Like
it doesn't have to be top 15.
I don't even
It
think
can be top 20.
I don't think it
It
does
can be
that.
top 22.
I don't think it
You're
does.
not. Unfortunately, bro, you're just simply niggas are just not getting that off, bro.
I don't.
Like,
And
you know that teams rushed for over 3,000 yards on us this
and
season.
it's just hard. It's just hard for me hearing this from you when you co-sign this shit. Like that. That really is what it is for me, honestly. And also with the fact that
I co-sign what?
That this defense was good. Like you co-sign that.
When did I ever co-sign that?
In
When
the
did
summer,
I? No, I never said that. I never said that. I said I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. I said that this defense was going to be bad, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think.
And that shit was fucking
it was
worse.
It was fucking worse.
Okay,
And you
cool.
co-signed the fucking secondary. You did that shit. So I just can't really take that serious coming from you. And plus, when there's vet guys on the field like Xavier Woods, like a J.C. Horn, like a Ashawn Robinson, and these guys still don't know where they're supposed to be at what point in time. And there's a lack of a communication issue. That's a fucking problem that falls on the coaching. And I just can't let EJ escape that shit. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as fuck.
Okay. So now we're mad about it, and the only thing that we can do is pray to God that we go get talent. Because I promise you, this is something that I'm willing to put money on right now in fucking January. In January. Because I already see what energy the front office is on. Because now them niggas realize and know that, oh, shit, we kind of do got to pay attention to defense. So I can guarantee you, should Ejiro Evero stay the Carolina Panthers defensive coordinator, this defense next year will be top 15. We can put money on that shit right now. I just really don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you something, nigga. I'm telling you something. When you have bullshit talent, nigga, you're going to get bullshit results. Is the communication thing a problem? Absolutely. It absolutely is.
The conservative play calling a problem?
Is the tackling a problem? Absolutely. It absolutely is.
Is the play calling a problem?
Can we just go back? When was the play calling an issue? And go slow. And don't try and rattle shit off all fast and try and do theatric ass shit. Go slow. Because I know we're not talking about the Kansas City game, because that is something that I can't coach. I cannot coach you to keep contained, and I cannot coach you to not pull up when you have a quarterback that escapes the pocket and then you proceed to let him go 32 yards down the field. So no, we held Saquon in check. That game should have been won if Xavier Legette doesn't cock off.
Why is this?
We go to Cincinnati. Oh, nigga, because I'm going slow for you, nigga, because I'm trying to figure out where y'all are talking about. We go to Cincinnati. Same thing. I can't help that we allow T. Higgins to get fucking 6 catches for 60 yards in the first quarter. And then we get a big pop play from Jamar Chase, one of the best receivers in the NFL, number 2, if you ask me, only behind Justin Jefferson.
Because we can't tackle.
Because we can't tackle. That's not a me problem. And, oh, by the way, J.C. Horn was the one that had the opportunity to do so. Oh, and by the way, if we go back to the Chiefs game, I can't help you not play with shit technique and not have 4, 5, 6 holding penalties in one game. J.C. Horn, one of our best defensive players. I can't change that, unfortunately.
Why can't you keep contained? Why can't you, because...
What do you mean, why can't you keep contained? I tell you what to do. Your job is to attack the outside shoulder of the quarterback, get as deep as the deepest
But
back.
you don't know that's what he's telling them what to do, because it's happened multiple times, bro. I don't understand why you're doing this. It's weird as fuck.
We also have the Eagles game where we fucking slandered him. We also have the Giants game
Okay,
where
and I'm
we
asking
slandered
you,
him.
why did we slander him? Why
going conservative. We slandered him for going conservative.
He didn't go conservative in the Eagles game.
Bro,
this nigga Jalen Hurts.
You can't come up here
nigga
one weekend
Jalen
and
Hurts-
slander him for going conservative and then now be
Bro,
taking the stance
this
of he
nigga-
didn't go conservative. That
this-
doesn't make sense.
Can you tell me how many passing yards Jalen Hurts had that game? Because what is conservative? Like, I'm trying to figure out. You're talking about conservative from a perimeter standpoint, from a cornerback and a secondary standpoint. Okay, so they went conservative. Okay, so tell me how many yards Jalen Hurts had that game. Like 101, if that. So no, he didn't go conservative that game. We had an opportunity to win that fucking game. What game did we go conservative is what I'm asking. I want niggas to give me answers, bro.
Brother, I'm just repeating to you the things that you said on this podcast.
It's weird as fuck, bro, because you take a completely different stance Like
Time
throughout
and perspective.
throughout different weeks of the season, and then come on and fucking suck the nigga's dick.
Time,
It's weird.
How am I sucking his dick?
It's
Did
weird.
we
And
not
then, you
start
know
this
what?
topic
If-
off?
if nothing
Did we
else,
not start this
personally-
topic off? Did we
personally-
not start? Let me finish, bro. Did we not start this topic off? And you asked me verbatim, do you agree with what you're about to say?
Well, you're defending
And
the
I
nigga
said
like
no.
your
So I'm
life
just-
is on the line.
No, I'm not defending
It's
him like
sad.
it's about perspective, bro. I'm just telling you. If your GM is coming in and saying, nigga, we didn't do a good job of putting talent on the field.
That's great. Take accountability because you didn't.
Okay, cool.
And
Perfect.
and EJ
We
needs to
did
take
it.
accountability.
We did it. So
EJ
now
needs
we're
to
rolling
take
out a
accountability
fucking
for
starting
his fucking
lineup
weak ass play
of
calling.
Jordan of fucking Xavier Woods, Damani Richardson, Bartholomew. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
You love
Mike
Damani
Jackson.
Richardson.
Mike
You love him.
wait, so niggas ain't gonna let me talk. Let me finish, bro. Mike fucking Jackson.
Who you love?
Who, nigga, it don't matter who the fuck I love, nigga. What
keep
matters
going, keep going.
is do these motherfuckers
Go ahead,
have
bro.
the
Keep going,
ability?
bro. Keep going.
Do
You
they
don't gotta
have the
justify it. Keep
ability?
going.
Listen to me. Do they have the ability to play high level football? It doesn't matter if I fucking love them or not. Nigga, I came up here and fucking damn near did everything but suck Sam Franklin's dick for 3 fucking years. Do I believe that nigga can play high level football as a fucking starting fucking safety in the NFL? No, because guess why? When he got his opportunity, when Xavier Woods got hurt last season, he got cock put in him. Right?
Which I tried
So
to
it don't matter, nigga. I can be a fan of whoever I want to be a fan of, but at some point or another, we got to have a fucking honest conversation.
And the honest conversation is EJ should not have a fucking job.
And that's fine.
And that's
so
where it
because
lies.
niggas want to do what? Go get Salah, right? So let's just say, let's play it out. Let's just play. Don't make that fucking dumbass
Who said
face.
that? Who
Don't
said
make
that though?
Who said that? You want me to pull the fucking footage up?
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nigga, you did.
I mean, he would
because
be
you
better
remember
than EJ.
we talked last week, and I said Ron Rivera or Salah, and niggas automatically started
you
fucking
gave me two
cum
fucking
guzzling
choices.
Robert Salah. Like
gave
he's
me
just
two
gonna
choices.
fucking
You
beat
said Robert
Jesus
Salah
Christ
or
and
fucking
Moses
Ron Rivera.
and Moses and Charlotte. Like nigga, just slow. Everybody slow the fuck down, bro. Slow down. Slow down. Who are our linebackers that we rolled out last week? Yesterday. Fucking Chandler Wooten. Nigga,
you
this
love?
fucking
Who you love?
Nigga, I love Taylor.
Go ahead, name the
Oh
other
my
one.
God.
41.
Oh,
You
no,
fucking
that's him.
suck.
That's
Oh,
him. That's
yeah,
him. My
yeah,
fault.
yeah.
It wasn't
Sorry.
Wooten.
I don't
My
even
bad.
know if that nigga played yesterday.
He
He
did.
played.
Oh,
I
he
seen
did?
him. Yeah,
And then he
yeah.
went out.
I didn't see him make any plays. I didn't see him because he's just a guy.
I saw him
Right,
make
so
one.
you did?
He made a great play on the sideline. He broke up a pass.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Beautiful. On
Round
Bijan.
of- round-
Bijan where it
hey,
would have been a touchdown.
Round of applause to
And
that
then was out
nigga.
with a concussion
Round,
shortly after.
Yeah, round of applause to that nigga for making one play. Congratulations.
Say
So,
his
nigga,
name.
it don't
You like him?
matter.
Say his name.
I honestly don't remember it. What is his name?
It's like,
I swear
it's
to
like
God.
Wyndham.
Yes, that nigga. I promise to y'all, bro. Like you
sad
have
as
to-
fuck.
no, it's nothing, bro. It's nothing about. It's not being sad. It's not about anything other than perspective and having a fucking cordial, realistic conversation. That's it.
The most
Can I-
realistic
can I
you're gonna
fucking continue?
get is that
Can
the
I
nigga
continue?
gave up the most yards in fucking
can
or
I
the most
continue?
points in NFL
Can I
history.
continue,
That's
bro?
the most realistic conversation that we can have.
Can I continue? So over those names that I just tell you that we roll out, we also roll out Deshaun Williams, who we fucking cut this offseason. Brought him back.
Had a great game. The other game.
Excuse me. Brought him back on the practice squad, and now he's fucking starting for us as a starting defender. DJ Johnson, who still is by far one of the worst football players I've ever seen in my life. Crumity, that nigga can't stay healthy to save his life, right? He played like, 5 fucking plays Sunday, and then he was clipped, right? Ashawn, who I'll give credit to. Cool. So we finally, after 7 other fucking names, get to somebody that is serviceable. Because Ashawn Robinson wasn't no killer back in New York. I know he got to chatting in the locker room 3 or 4 weeks ago like he was just some fucking specimen. And I just, for the life of me, don't understand why.
Go pull up a stat sheet.
Nigga, go pull up a stat sheet where the bitch has only had like 2 sacks his whole career before he got here. That's the stat sheet you want me to pull up? Or you want me to continue,
No,
bro?
I'm talking
So,
about his
like,
stats here.
Nigga, we talking about, we talking about EJ did this, EJ did that, bro. That's cool. That's
No, we're talking
phenomenal.
about EJ didn't do this.
Okay,
EJ
and what did he
didn't
do?
do that. Not
You-
shit.
the-
What the
unfortunately,
only thing
bro-
he did do was give up the most points in NFL history. Congratulations, EJ. You saved your job by the most points in NFL history. Shout out.
And he had to play a fucking gauntlet, too. With them names that I just named off, he had to play a fucking gauntlet with no Derrick Brown, no Shaq Thompson, 2 captains down, two fucking foundational pieces gone for the year. Had to play Pat, had to play Jalen, had to play Joe.
EJ, I don't even know how you made it back from the Tampa Bay game. I'll be honest. I don't know how you made it back on the fucking team plane.
That was embarrassing. Cool. That was embarrassing.
I damn near don't even know how he made it past the Saints game. As sorry as they are, 47.
The first week
dropped on my fucking head. I knew he was a bitch then.
You want to go back? Y'all want to go back? You want to go back to that week or no? You want to continue? You want to just continue?
What when the defense?
Please let's not talk about the Saints game. And because I'll just tell you that how many times Bryce was giving that bitch up, and they only got to go 20 fucking yards total to score touchdowns. But I guess that's on EJ too.
But what about the fact that we had to watch Fuller matched up on CeeDee Lamb for a majority of the Cowboys game? But that's players, right? That's personnel. And then that's not coaching. Yeah, that's not you being like, oh, hey, maybe I shouldn't match up.
Same shit with Mike Evans.
If Derwin, hey, can I ask you a question? If Derwin James was our safety, do you think that problem would have happened? Do you think CeeDee Lamb would have got off the way he would? Or do you think the bitch would have ended up leaving in a fucking ambulance like DeMar Hamlin? Which one do you think would be more plausible?
I mean, I think Derwin James is a thumper. I don't know how great he is in coverage, so I do think that would have happened.
CD would have got his shit off on him too.
Exactly.
No,
CD, like you put any safety on, you put in any safety on him, he's gonna fucking cook him.
Okay.
It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck you tried to get that shit off.
And then I gotta hear justification for why the nigga needs to keep his job.
I'm just giving perspective.
It's
That's
sad,
it.
Bro.
That's all I'm doing.
I'm
giving our viewers perspective. That's it. The only thing that I said was when your GM during his postseason presser comes on and says I didn't do a good job with putting talent on the field, that is a red flag.
Shoot
to
them
me.
fucking bail.
That is a red flag.
Can I ask you a question?
That's it. That's all I'm saying. And they still live and die by the 3-4 because both of them said they love the system. Dave Canales and Dan Morgan both said the same thing. So cool. Lack of talent and injuries, like I've been saying the whole season, with the exception of the past 3 weeks. And then I look at the system, and then I fucking look at the players that we're rolling out on a week in, week out basis, and then I have to hear my GM say, no, everybody relax. This is on me. I fucked off. So cool. Who am I not to believe the nigga? But what is your question? Go ahead.
I don't even know if I want to ask it, bro.
No, go ahead and ask it, because you might not like the answer, but go ahead and ask it.
I know. So would you say, when it comes to personnel, would you say it's the same thing with offense? Like, sometimes it's just not the right personnel that can win you ball games?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Did we not have that conversation in 23, 24 at nauseam?
Yeah, nigga, fucking listen. Yeah, calm down and listen.
Okay.
So, last year, would you agree that we didn't have the right personnel on the field to win games?
I mean, how many times would you like me to say it?
I've
said that like 7 times.
Nigga, can you just give me a fucking yes or no answer, bro?
Yes, I've answered that question 8 times this year.
But how hard were you beating the drum for Frank Wright to get fucking clipped?
Because Frank Wright was a pussy.
There's two. Now is that.
Because it's very, very different, bro.
I knew he was going to say very different situation.
Very, very, very different situation.
Of course.
Because when I come back, and then the off-season stories that I hear is niggas was fucking gossiping and rambling and snitching like bitches, that means that you have no control over your locker room. That's what that tells me as a head coach. As a head coach, you have no control over your locker room. If Dave Canales came out and Bryce Young looked like Bryce Young from week 1 and 2 all the way through week 18, I would be looking at that motherfucker and saying, you need to be thankful that you made it. Because you were supposed to be some quote-unquote quarterback whisperer, and you didn't get the fucking job done.
Like I said, if it's
it's a different. It don't hit.
It don't hit. The way you tried to get that shit off by saying all of the other shit, it boils down to when you don't have the right personnel, as you say, you can't win games, you can't put up numbers. So when we didn't have the right personnel on offense, the offensive line was the worst offense in the league, the worst offensive line in the league. Our receivers, worst separation outside of Adam Thielen. Frank Wright got fucking clipped. So I just expect the same thing from fucking bro. I don't even want to say his name. Bro.
So do you think that Dave Canales had any input on EJ staying or leaving? Do you think he had any input at all?
Probably.
Okay, cool.
What does that mean?
I'm just asking a question. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
You don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Why are you saying that?
Look no further.
Why are you saying that? Why is that the comment that you decided that you wanted to make?
You know why?
Why?
Because you ain't standing for shit right now.
What you mean?
You falling for everything.
I just said I'm giving perspective.
Because it's easy for him to jump ship.
That's the only. That's the only thing. It's not. It has nothing to do with jumping ship.
Like, oh, I was right.
Yeah,
I was right.
It has nothing.
You
to
stood
do
on
with,
both sides of the fucking fence.
It
Of course
has
you was
nothing
right.
to do, bro. That, at the end of the day,
Of course.
At the end of the day, bro, my job is to give the people content and to give perspective. That's the only thing that I do.
And it's also
that's
to
the only
stand
thing
on
that I've
fucking
done.
business. Just
And
like
that's
it
the
says
only
at the
thing I
start of the
do,
show.
and that's the
In
only-
case you're missing it, run the start of the show back and what does it fucking say? And then
that's the
come back
only thing
right
that I
here
do, and that's the
and
only
tell me
thing
what
that
the
I've
fuck
done.
you just heard.
So if either one of y'all niggas want to keep chatting, let's just bet money.
Pay me what you owe.
Let's just bet money.
Pay me what you owe first.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you at the end of the season. We can just double or nothing that whole
No,
shit.
no,
How about that?
no.
How about that?
Let
Let's
me
make
get
some
it. Let me
fucking
get it in
value
my
first.
fucking
Let's put up
account first.
Okay, cool. No worries. Do you want to put up $250 that the Panthers will end in the top 15 if EJ in fact stays defensively? Do you want to put up $250?
You still got to pay your other bets.
Okay,
you can't.
cool.
You can't
All
be
right, cool,
dishing
cool.
out more money.
Okay,
than
cool.
that.
Never mind. Niggas don't
And
want to talk
I
business.
can't see. I can't see what Dan Morgan
Niggas
does this
don't wanna-
offseason. Because if he goes out there and brings in some fucking studs, then I would hope.
Then you would hope what? So
I would
then
hope
what?
that
So
you
then
could
you're
have a-
telling
I
me
would
that
hope
fucking
that you
talent
could put out a
matters,
good-
bitch.
I
That's
would
the
hope
same
that you
thing.
could put out a
That's the
good
same thing I
defense.
just told him. That talent fucking matters, bro. Is that not the same as that thing? So if he goes
Talent
out and
matters.
gets
Talent
nigga,
matters,
let me
but so
just
does
tell you
coaching.
this. Let me just tell you this, bro.
Talent matters, and so
And I'm
does
gonna say
coaching.
this,
And I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
say-
you have the right fucking
Okay,
coach.
cool. And I'm gonna just say this, and I'm moving the fuck on because we've already been going an hour and 5. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm moving on. Unfortunately, no matter how Panthers fans feel about Brian Burns, if that nigga don't laugh, nigga. There's not
Why
shit
this
funny.
nigga name coming
There's
up,
not.
bro?
There's
I
nothing
don't-
funny, bro.
He's
There's
a
nothing,
fucking bitch, bro. I don't want to talk about this
There's
nigga.
nothing funny, bro. I'm just telling you something. If Brian Burns was paired up with Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown and Frankie Louvu and Josie Jewell and J.C. Horn and Mike Jackson, this defense looks a lot different. It does. I don't care what niggas say. So you can feel however you want to say about, you can feel however you want to feel about whoever. Brian Burns, Frankie, I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you that was talent that left out of the door and never got fucking replenished. No matter how we feel about Brian Burns, no matter how, how it felt when he played with bullshit effort in 2023, 2024, no matter how you feel about none of that shit, I'm telling y'all niggas something. Talent changes a lot. It does. Now, do I think that it's extremely pussy that our cornerbacks don't play physical on the outside? Is that a philosophical difference that I have with Ejiro Evero? Absolutely. Do I believe that Dave Canales will bring him in his office and say, hey, nigga, we let you survive. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to refine this little 3-4 that you like running a little bit. So on 3rd and 9, we're not playing 12 yards off the sticks. I do believe that's going to happen. So everybody just relax and breathe. Because I knew that y'all were going to do this, and unfortunately, I knew that it was going to go to this level. And y'all were going to make my head start pounding, feeling like I'm about to pass out.
You did it to yourself,
like
bro.
shit like that. I knew y'all were going to do that to me. I did. I mean,
Sad,
it's just we just have to be honest, bro. We just have to be honest, really, like honestly.
Yeah, you're fucking
We
pathetic.
just have to be honest, bro. We just have to be honest, like really, we do. Like it's just very very simple, nigga. Like,
You're so sad, bro.
okay, well, I guess I'll be that, bro. Does your defense hit different with Aaron Donald on the field or gone?
What kind of question is that, bro?
I'm just asking
what are we?
because I guess now talent doesn't matter.
What are we talking
What you
about?
have at your disposal doesn't matter. So I'm just asking simple questions.
No, I'm
Does
saying
Pat Surtain or J.C. Horn being on or off the field, does that change shit? Yes or no?
I'm saying talent does matter, but I'm saying when there was talent on the field, it still looked like bullshit. And from the players that are on the field that are very talented players, like it also just looks like they don't know what the fuck to do anymore. And I don't think that that's
like who?
What do you mean, like who?
Who's very talented on the field? Who was very talented on the field Sunday against the Falcons?
We're talking about Sunday when half the team is fucking injured. We're not just talking about Sunday.
Okay,
you
cool.
know a whole
Okay.
fucking season happened?
Okay,
They didn't put
stop,
up
stop.
533 points on Sunday.
Okay.
Do you realize that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Like,
All right. So
what
let's
the
go
fuck are we
backwards.
talking about?
So
I don't. Didn't you say
who's
we're
very-
moving on, bro?
Who's very talented? Who was very talented on the field?
Why are
against
we doing
Philly?
this?
Yeah,
again,
like
bro?
I don't understand. We're
already
going
done
over the
Because,
same
bro, like,
shit.
I'm just
bro.
asking simple
We're
questions,
running in
bro.
fucking circles, nigga. You don't stand on shit. EJ had a fucking dog shit season. He got blessed by staying in Charlotte, and he really shouldn't have. EJ, count your fucking days, bitch. You got lucky. Do that shit again, and you're fucking gone, and you'll never coach in the NFL again. I guarantee you that.
I'm almost willing to put money on my. I'm almost willing to bet my life on the fact that if EJ got fired from Carolina, he would have had another job by April. Defensive coordinator. I'm willing to bet my life on that. But
Listen, brother, I love you, and I don't want you to put your life on something so meaningless. It ain't
25 of
worth it.
34, 251, 3 touchdowns for Bryce Young. 17 carries for 66 yards. The fuck?
He a dog. He a dog. He a dog. That's what they be doing
You
in
sounded like a
OKC.
fucking 8.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
17 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown for Miles Sanders. Bryce Young, 5 carries, 24 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shout out to little bro. Jalen Coker, 7 catches, 62 yards. Miles, 3 catches, 50 yards, a tutty. Adam Thielen, 5 for 44. Tommy Tremble, 2 for 30 and a tutty. Jatavion, 2 for 35, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro didn't fuck off. Hey, Eddie Pinheiro, thank you so much for your services. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until I see that you either sign with another team or the Panthers drafted or signed another kicker. Because your time is over with. I saw your little interview, your eyes watering up and shit. Nigga, we don't feel the same way about you that you feel about us. I really don't give a fuck, to be quite frank. Thanks for nothing, honestly. Thanks for ruining our fucking franchise, actually. Because that Atlanta game, we win that game 3 years back. Shit is a lot
Let it
different.
go, bro.
Uncle Steve is still in this bitch, and we're not even having these heated conversations about meaningless shit. Like Ejiro Evero keeping his job. But I digress. Damani Richardson, 10 tackles, 1 TFL. Killer. Chandler Wooten, 9 tackles. Jordan Fuller, 8 tackles. We don't have to go over all that. Time possession 34 to 32. Carolina, total yards 425 to 537. Atlanta. Passing yards 270 to 310. Atlanta. Rushing yards 155 to 227. Atlanta. First downs 25 to 31. Atlanta. Penalties 2 to 7. Atlanta had 7. Atlanta turned the football over once. We didn't. They also
got 'em
allowed.
clipped.
Yep, and they also allowed a sack. We didn't. Shout out to the offensive line for that too. With no Robert Hunt, that's pretty big. Total play 65 to 77. And then, are you on ESPN or are you on something different?
Yeah, I'm on ESPN.
Third down efficiency. Do you have that?
Do I have it? Oh, yeah. So we were 7 for 12. They were 9 for 14.
Got you. The worst one of them all was a 3rd and 20 ending the game with a touchdown, even putting them bastards in position to good overtime. That pissed me off. That was EJ's fault.
It was? Or was it personnel?
It was personnel.
Gotcha.
Because I don't
I
understand
figured.
why the fuck we're peeking to a side of the field with absolutely no fucking black jerseys. And we leave the number 1 wide receiver wide the fuck open on a concept they ran last week against Washington to be in the position that they were last week.
So he had no player in the whole fucking stadium that could realize that.
I guess not. I guess there were never mind, I can't say that. That's gonna get us canceled. Let's move on. Where are we at? Juice.
Did your ticket hit?
Nope.
Is there some kind of punishment for not like hitting a ticket the whole damn season? Or we don't need to implement that?
Why would there be a punishment?
I think it should be.
Was there a punishment established before the season started?
I just think it's fucking embarrassing.
Well, I mean, you can think that if you want, but we didn't establish a punishment from the beginning.
Get my juice music rolling, bro. So I can get my ticket going.
My fault, little bro. I don't even know if it's gonna play properly.
Can you post your ticket in the chat so we know you're not cheating?
My ticket isn't built yet.
But
Yeah.
Because y'all just slow up the whole fucking process when it's not ready.
So what are you doing right now? Dicking off, dicking off, dicking off. Not like anybody want to hear from you anyway. You ain't got a fucking win on the year. So updated scoreboard for y'all. Dylan is still sitting at 5. Terrence is sitting at 4. I am sitting at 4 myself. And JJ is sitting at a nice little
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's confetti popper. He has nothing. Fat old goose egg. And we will kick it off. Do you have Dylan's ticket ready?
4 legs plus 524.
Oh my God, he's so fucking slow, bro.
Chargers money line against the Texans.
Soft.
Bills minus 2.5 alt spread against the Broncos. Philly minus 2.5 alt spread against Green Bay, and Minnesota minus 1.5 against the Rams. 4 legs plus 524. Very, very, very fucking simple.
Very soft.
Very simple.
Would you like to go?
Yeah. I have 6 leg plus 726. Houston Texans plus 6.5 against the Chargers. Baltimore money line, Buffalo money line, Philly money line, Washington Commanders plus 6.5 against the Bucks. Minnesota money line against the Rams. Our tickets are about the same.
They pretty much will be.
You can't even say that his shit was soft.
Well, mine's just a little bit more juice. Did you hear the difference? 500 and 700. That's about the difference in the money you owe me for the bets. Except I had like 50 on top of it.
How much do I owe you in totality?
Like 250.
Yeah, and I'm rolling in. I punched just a little bit higher than you. Plus 785. I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers money line. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens money line. Taking the Buffalo Bills money line. The Philadelphia Eagles money line. And the Washington Commanders money line. Now, I will gladly tank this ticket for a fucking Eagles loss. I hate the fucking Eagles. I hope y'all get fucking clipped. I hope Jalen Hurts tears every fucking ligament in his body.
I don't know if you can say that.
Why?
I just don't know if you can say that. That might get us canceled.
That I hate the fucking Eagles?
That you want Jalen Hurts to be injured.
Fuck. I hope Jalen Hurts and everybody else on that fucking roster gets injured.
This seems like a good one. Plus 645, 6 legs. Very simple.
They already sound like it ain't going.
Very simple. Plus 645. Eagles money line. Over 43.5 Ravens and Steelers. Ohio State money line.
Clip right there.
Ohio State money line. Notre Dame minus 2.5. Lock it in. Very simple.
Who does Notre Dame play?
Penn State. Penn State is pussy. I mean, if they can't get the job done, then that's just on them. Or I'm just going to assume Vegas wants to see Ohio State versus Penn State and that they're fanned out behind that matchup. Simple. But that's very easy. Plus 645, right?
Not for you, but it should, a normal ticket would be. But we know how your luck goes with juice, so.
I think at this point,
I think you fucked off the ticket at the Steelers and Ravens over.
Yeah, same.
Well,
that's a really weird game to bet the over on.
I mean, it's 43.5
knowing the history
points
between those teams.
It's 43.5 points.
And that game is liable to be fucking.
They can't score 6 touchdowns between the two of them. I believe Lamar will have damn near 4 by himself. So if Pittsburgh can't find 2, then they're just soft as hell.
Lamar got to show me something because I'm under the belief that he's just a regular season quarterback at this point.
Same.
Okay.
I don't think that's a bad assessment.
I don't think so either. It's not a hot take or nothing. What has he done? A bunch of MVPs.
About like Mike
One
Tomlin.
conference championship appearance and lost.
Only 2-time MVP, or will he be a 2-time?
Well, this will be a 3 if he wins this year.
Yeah, I mean,
that hasn't won a Super Bowl.
How much can I do? If I'm Lamar, what more can I do?
Win.
Or maybe it's the talent around me.
Yeah, okay.
Let's move on. Because then niggas just start saying bullshit.
If you haven't already, make sure to take this time right now to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell notification on. We have 2 more episodes after this of season 4, and then and then we'll be gone. Why is that so funny? Why is that y'all's reaction? Is that not what that's how we typically go about it? We have our award ceremony next week, and then we have our off-season expectations, and then we'll be done. And then y'all won't have to complain and cry, because then y'all will have a month and some change off. Well, kind of. Because we have an episode with Dunk pending, by the way, that we have to take a trip for. So we can't back out of that one, can we?
I don't know. Are you going to decide to drop or not?
Maybe.
Overpromise things that you can't deliver on?
Well, I mean, listen, brother.
I'm just
My
asking.
heart was broken just like yours was. And I had the opportunity to snake you. And if I would have known that you were going to fucking snake me, then I would have just decided the former and snake you. Because I was told that I could get in the club. I was told that there was 1 ticket remaining in the club. And I said, nah, I can't do that to my nigga.
I would have told you that. What did I tell you when you said that? You could have went. I would have just said I'm not going.
Yeah, see.
So you wouldn't have snaked me. I'd
decide-
have been happy.
You just decided either way to fuck it off regardless, is what I'm hearing. Player of the game yesterday, or Sunday rather, excuse me.
BY9.
Rod Wave.
Cool. Honorable mention, Miles Sanders.
Ew.
Shout out to Miles, bro. Miles cussed the sideline out. Them niggas were about to act like they were about to throw the ball. He said, no. Give me the ball. I'm going to end the bitch. And what did he do?
Something that Mike Boone could have did. Something that Raheem Blackshear could have did. Something that even Bryce could have jumped over the fucking middle. Because that's what I thought they was going to let him do.
They never let him run a quarterback sneak.
Bro, I was like, it's the last game of the season. You know.
Yeah, no point to fuck him off for the next year. Just hand that
I
bitch to
agree.
Miles.
Bro, the nigga
Who's gonna
can't
be out of here.
Can't dive over the pile for that.
Miles, go crash
his
out at the
size.
fucking line.
What do you think?
Miles, go crash out at the fucking line.
Yeah. This will be your last play as a Carolina Panther. Damn, that's hey, shout out Miles, man. Hey, appreciate your time, bro.
Rod Wave said, proud of us.
Nah, facts.
Proud of
Facts.
you, proud of us. Shout out you, Rod. MVP of the game.
This is how we'll wrap up. Give me 10 names. 10 names that must be back for the Panthers. Can't say Bryce. Can't say Bryce.
I mean, am I saying the names who are in jeopardy of being gone?
Yes. Or do you not know that off the top of your head? Should we just
Yeah,
say
I don't-
that for next week?
I don't know that.
Really, it's more of an off-season
That is.
expectations.
My apologies. My apologies.
Bryce Young.
Brady Christensen. Yes or no?
I don't give a fuck, personally.
We differ there for sure.
Well, he took Austin Corbett's spot,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, then I
I
would
mean,
say
he's just a utility nigga.
yeah.
He's been able to play no matter where we put him.
Yeah, I would say we can keep him.
Always need one of those.
We'll talk about it next week, I guess. Let me see. For some reason, I feel like this episode has been way longer than usual. It's kind of blowing me.
Well, that's what you wanted.
Very true. Ejiro, shout out to you. See if I can link. See if I can link, bro. Matter of fact, see if I can link, bro, man. Why do y'all hate Ejiro so much?
You're sad, bro.
I don't hate him. I have no malice towards him in my heart at all. I just don't think he should be coaching.
Okay. I have nothing else.
Just like if I wasn't doing my job properly, my manager would call me into the office. Hey, you're not doing what you're supposed
Well,
to
what would
do.
happen if your microphone just simply wasn't working, or your fucking software to receive calls wasn't working?
You can fix it within a day, an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
Then I would
Something
I
like
would
that,
take
you could fix that song.
I would take the necessary
talent
steps.
you can.
I would take the necessary steps to make sure I could do my job properly
No, the
before it got to the point.
We
Before
just came
before
on
it
here
got to
talking
the
about how this
point.
nigga will that nigga would be right in that
Before
damn
it
room
got to
playing
the point.
2K on his projector, nigga.
No, because we get penalized for shit like that. So I'm not taking a necessary hit.
Thanks for tuning in.
We're dancing.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't get his no.